got back from gym and then I got home, and something that I have been doing lately is previously I was trying to get a walk in the afternoon, but I was finding like me and afternoon exercise just doesn't gel. I need to listen to my body, listen to what my body's saying, and it's saying I'm not having any of that in the afternoon. At the moment, I'm trying to get my doggy walk in straight after gym before I have a shower and have some breakfast. My last vlog, I said that I would finish some of the questions that you guys asked me because I didn't get to finish them. A question is, what motivates you to get up every morning and train, even if you don't feel like it? Tim had to start work at 4 a.m. so he got up at like 3:10, so I woke up then, went back to sleep, my alarm went off at 5, and can I tell you that I did not feel like training at all. First of all, you need to establish, do I not feel like it because, you know, like I'm unwell or like I'm really exhausted or fatigued? Because if I'm unwell or fatigued, I won't train. That is your body trying to tell you something, you need to listen to it. I feel like that's quite simple. But then the other times when you know it's kind of like you're just being a bit lazy or you just don't feel like it. For me, it's to the point where my training is so routine that I don't even think about if I should go or not. It's my routine, I do it. It's not like I jump out of bed going, yay, can't wait to exercise today. Like sometimes I do that. But 90% of the time, it's just because it's routine and I know I'm gonna feel amazing after I do it, and I know it's good for me, so I just get it done. Like, I don't know if that sounds too simple. I just got back from my accountant's. I had to do some tax stuff for this year. It was so funny because this is tax for last year, yep. And so half of it I was still at the law firm, and then half of it is like my social media stuff. She's like, oh yeah, okay, so you were a law clerk. Then she's like, so what was your other job? I can't really tell. And I'm like, I'm a social media influencer. And she's like, there's not like a category, because like she's putting in the details or whatever. And she's like, there's not a category for that. So, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do. Obviously had never done tax for an influencer. So new days, guys. But oh my god, it was so annoying. So at the moment I do all my own like accounting and stuff because it's nothing extreme, and I use this program called Xero. It's like very simple accounting program, and then I take that to my accountants and they do like the final thing. I realized that literally for the last year I had been reconciling like my stuff completely wrong, and so we had to like call Xero and be like, can you completely just like wipe all the reconciling stuff I did, and I have to completely redo it. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, it is nearly lunchtime and I'm actually meeting my brother and Mel for lunch. Cooper should be here soon. Cooper's here, he's just going to the toilet, but I thought I'd answer a quick question. What I do when I'm craving the real thing, inverted commas there, like for example, if I'm craving pizza, I will just eat it. I often don't crave those sorts of foods because I don't really deprive myself anymore. I found I used to crave those foods so much because I used to deprive and restrict and diet so much, but now that I don't, I honestly just don't really crave those foods, but when I do, I just eat them. It is that simple. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cooper's ready. We're going to meet Mel. We're gonna go to Cheeky Poke Bowl, which is one of my favorite little healthy restaurants.
Coming back here, right?
Yeah. Ready? So Cooper's going to ask me a couple more questions while we're driving to lunch.
I got a black eye.
Guys, Cooper has a black eye because what happened? Can you explain? What happened?
I was climbing up a ladder at work and I looked up and a metal rod was hanging down, and then I kept on going up and it pierced me between my eyeball and my skull.
Guys, don't be a tradie.
It sucked. Could not see for a whole day. Alright, so where do you want to travel to next, George?
To be honest, I am such like a homebody. I love doing my routine and being at home. So like any big travel plans, I can't do too many in a row. So I think I told this in me and Tim's Q&A, but I explained that our sort of plans is next year is like kind of like our savings year. So we're saving for our like next family home, because where we live at the moment is just a bit too small to have kids. Next year we're like saving for a family home, and then the year after, before we have kids, we are going to travel and do Europe. So that is like the next destination. I think there'll be a bit of travel like in between that, like stuff like I know we're going to Bali for one of my best friend's wedding, and I'd actually love to do a ski holiday because we went on so many family ski holidays. Hey Cooper, like I know it's definitely one of my favorite fam memories is like skiing. So I'd love to do a snow holiday. Do you want to do a snow holiday?
Japan? Yeah.
I'd like to do Japan, but I also would like to do New Zealand again because we had so much fun there. Hello! You look very cute.
Thank you, we almost matched. I was like, what?
I was actually going to text her and be like, should I tell her wearing the skirt? It's like a cheeky poke bowl with, what's this? Turmeric and coconut rice, salmon, edamame beans, shallots, some greens back there. What have you got, Mel? Some Wagyu beef, delish. And Cooper, what is that, chicken? Nice. We just finished our lunch with Mel. It was good. We're actually like working on something exciting and a little bit secret, which we'll tell you guys soon. Anyway, so I'm gonna answer another question. What podcast do you listen to, and would you ever start a podcast? I thought I'd answer this with Cooper because we both love podcasts. I'll actually get my app up and tell you. My favorite podcasts are Mind Pump, The Raw Fitness Truth. That is a podcast with 3 men speaking, and they're so funny, but it's very fitness and health based. Another favorite is The Genius Life. If you remember, on my honeymoon, I read that book all about like your brain and healthy fats and all that sort of stuff. So it's like the same guy who authors that. So that's a really good podcast. Another one I love is Bucci Radio by Amanda Bucci. Love her. Style Your Mind. That is an amazing, like if you really need some like inspo sort of podcast. Yeah, they're probably my faves. What's your faves, Coop?
Alright.
Your black eye is killing me.
I keep looking at it.
It's so dark.
My very favorite is How I Built This. So
that's a good one.
This podcast just tells the story of entrepreneurs and their story, how they become successful. Like
the business, yeah. It's really good. I really enjoy that one.
I love that one.
And
I love Joe Rogan. Yeah.
But basically podcasts are so good because you can listen to them while you're cleaning, driving, doing stuff. I actually prefer podcasts over YouTube just because you can be way more productive and do 2 things at once. The question, if I'd ever start a podcast, I would love to start a podcast, mainly because I don't know if Cooper doesn't watch my YouTube, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but like with YouTube, I love just like the sit down informational videos, and I always get worried that they're not entertaining enough because like nothing's happening on the screen. So my format of communication is very much just like straight communication rather than entertainment. So I honestly think I'd be better on a podcast than YouTube, if that makes sense. So yeah. We just got home and Cooper's about to leave, but I gave him a little on the road snack. These are my chocolate protein balls from my ebook. What do you think, Cooper?
Very tasty.
Are they delicious for a healthy protein ball?
For a healthy one, yes.
No refined sugars. They are vegan, refined sugar free, gluten free, all the frees. dairy-free.
I would pay for them. I would.
Thank you for the support.
Like with mum, remember all her healthy crap? They just taste like
So you know how I told you guys like how I sort of came up with these recipes is because my mum, we grew up quite healthy. So like she would make these healthy like recipes and they just didn't taste that good. So lucky my healthy recipes taste good. That's why I use them. Yum. So these are going to be from my recipe ebook, which will be available soon. But if you want to try some free recipes from my ebook, you still have a bit of time. I think only like a week left. So make sure you put your email in the description bar. There should be a link and then you'll get sent all 3 recipes to try it out before the ebook comes out. Are you excited?
Yes.
All right, Cooper's got to go and pick up his cute little baby now. So I'm going to finish this. I've got to edit.
Grinding.
So I'm just going to answer a couple more questions and then I'm going to finish up this vlog. How much HIIT do you do per week? I used to be that person who said, you know, I do 3 days of strength, 2 days of HIIT and that sort of thing. At the moment, very much like I intuitive eat, my training is very intuitive. I can't really tell you how many days I do anything because I don't really follow anything at the moment. It's all about what feels good and what makes me happy. Also, I'm doing a lot of class work, it's kind of like a bit of HIIT, a bit of cardio, a bit of strength all in one class. So yeah, no, at the moment, not really following any specific days. In regard to like HIIT training, I probably do it around 3 times a week at the moment. Did you ever encounter a weight loss plateau? If so, how did you overcome it? For sure, thinking back, whenever I was plateauing, not necessarily weight loss, but literally anything, as soon as I changed up my routine, it usually did something. So it's kind of like shocking your body. Your body is so good at adapting. I used to like do a 10K run at least 2-3 times a week. And at first, when I incorporated that into my routine, my body was like shocked and I definitely got like leaner. And then I kept doing it and my body just got used to it. So I then had to like change my routine. And that doesn't necessarily always mean like more exercise or less food. It is definitely other stuff like incorporating more sleep, getting in more steps, eating more food. Maybe look at your schedule routine and see if there's anything that you can change up that you would like, that you enjoy. Last question, do you have dessert every night? I honestly do, guys. I am just like, I'm a sweet tooth. I've always been a sweet tooth. Some people savory. I'm a sweet tooth. I love cookies so much. I have dessert probably 5 to 6 times a week. 5 mostly. Yep, probably at least 5 times a week I have dessert. It's always like my healthy little creations that you like, lots of recipes from my ebook or on my channel, and I have that with a warm tea. You'll see that in a lot of my videos. I don't know, I just like finishing the night with that. Sometimes I have to sit there and ask myself, are you actually craving this? Is your soul craving this? Does your body actually want this? Or are you just doing it because it's like routine of having dessert at night? Because sometimes I just want to have it because I always have dessert at night, so I've got to like really ask myself that. Anyway, I am going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoy it. I know it was like a bit of a weird format. Have a great night or day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.